Hello, hello. Hey, it is tomorrow. It is Monday. It's noon. This is our Big Woolly Family, and on Mondays we like to do a continuing education live, right? To talk about something that essential oils can help support you with. Um, so first up, that you can approach your health, right? One of them is a holistic approach. And I am looking at the Essential Life book because they've got some really great, um, what's the word I'm looking for? They've got some really great recommendations and suggestions on ways to help support you with essential oils and the things that doTERRA provides us with, right? If you see a little head pop, that is Milo. You can see his little head pop up in the corner. There he is, Mr. Milo. Anyway, that's the newest grandchild, and he's super cute. So, a holistic approach to wellness promotes living with an intentional mindset while addressing the root causes when symptoms and needs arise. Now, if you have say, a chronic health issue, right? It is, for me, it is really nice to know the root cause of what is causing it. Like what is throwing your body out of balance that you're having that chronic symptom. That's that's I don't know if that's important to you, but that's like super important to me to find out what the root cause is. So then you can address the root cause so that your body isn't out of balance anymore. Because basically that's what it is that your body is not working as it should. Something's out of balance, whether you're missing, some enzyme or some whatever. Uh, there's just something out of balance and you need to bring it back into balance, right? You need to bring it back in homeostasis, right? To help with that. Now there's the it says in here, a healthy body is like a finely tuned symphony orchestra. An orchestra is divided into sections, and sections are comprised of individual instruments. Similarly, the body is divided into sections called body systems, right? That are comprised of individual organs. During a musical performance, when out of tune sounds come from a musical instrument, it affects the section, right? And the quality of the music coming from the entire orchestra. So the conductor's role is to identify the underlying, you would be the conductor, okay, in this. The conductor's role is to identify the underlying cause behind the affected sound, tuning and refining where necessary. So that too is every individual conductor, that's you, right, of your own internal orchestrations and harmony and partnership with the body and its messaging. So taking a holistic approach is kind of like thinking beyond a disease symptom model and focusing on the systems that govern the function of the body and its parts. It really allows you to shift from an ambulance mentality of if it isn't broke, then don't fix it. Whole body thinking and prevention mindset. By addressing wellness in terms of body systems, a holistic approach to wellness really is the best way to go. If you are looking for, if you're looking for a medical professional that helps with that, you want to either look for a functional medicine doctor, or that's the one I would prefer, is a functional medicine doctor. Those two are going to look at more things than just a Western medicine medical professional is going to. They're going to look at more ways to find the root cause of whatever's going on, right? Okay. So two of the things that I wanted to talk about today, one is, get to the right page here, is because these are things that a lot of people a lot of people struggle with. Okay, a lot. So we're going to talk a little bit about addictions, and that's whether that's to food, whether that's to cigarettes, whether that's to medications, or drugs, right? Addictions can be really, really all consuming. And it isn't just all consuming for the person who's addicted, it can also be all consuming for their family because you're trying to help them, right? So, drug addiction is a powerful force that can take control of your life. In the past, addiction was thought to be a weakness of character, but now research is proving that addiction is also a matter of brain. Volko the director the National Institute on Drug Abuse says the way a brain becomes addicted to a drug is related to how a drug increases levels of the naturally occurring neurotransmitter dopamine, which modulates the brain's ability to perceive reward reinforcement. So the pleasure sensation that the brain gets when the dopamine levels are elevated creates the motivation for us to proactively perform actions that are indispensable to our survival, like eating or reproducing, right? Dopamine is what conditions us to do the things that we need to do. He continues, using addictive drugs floods the limbic brain with dopamine, taking it up to as much as 5 or 10 times the normal level that it would normally be. With these levels elevated, the user's brain begins to associate the drug with an outsized neurochemical reward. And over time, by artificially raising the amount of dopamine, your brain thinks this is, quote unquote, that only they can meet. Okay, because your body certainly couldn't produce lots of dopamine like that, right? So when your body starts to expect and incorporate this extra chemical release as part of the normal body function, the addict experiences chemical addiction and will suffer from withdrawal symptoms if they try to stop. And to make matters worse, most addicts suffer from worsening problems in interpersonal relationships as their psychological and physical need for relief takes over and replaces all other responsibilities, working and fully participating in family and social relationships. The results of addiction are typically nothing short of debilitating, and they are eventually devastating. There are a lot of places where people can go to get help with their addictions and substance use. But there's a lot of things that you could try yourself to support yourself to you know get yourself to stop. Okay. Single oils then, copaiba. You would use that because it helps to boost dopamine levels. Okay. Grapefruit, black pepper, clove, and cinnamon bark are great choices because it helps to dissipate cravings. It supports detoxification and it also provides some renewed energy. Melissa is another great one because it helps to clear negative thought, feeling down and having some depressed feelings. Bergamot is great because it helps to promote sense of self-worth, and peppermint sports sense of buoyancy, recovery, and reprieve from painful emotions. So those are good single oils. The blends then are Serenity, which, right, that's a restful blend. It helps to promote calm, peaceful, tranquil state of being. It quiets your mind. Zendocrine, that is our Zendocrine. There's our detoxification blend. There we go. It helps to promote elimination, detoxification of toxins. Motivate, that's another great blend. Helps to promote self-confidence and trust. Balance, restores sense of solidity, feeling grounded in life. Metapower, okay, that's a good blend. On Guard and Purify, all three of those, right? They your body. And then Citrus Bloom is another great one because it helps to uplift your mood, kind of promotes a positive outlook. Okay. Some supplements that can be supportive are the adaptive capsules. Those are really good if you are feeling stressed and anxious and having some really down feelings, right? Feeling kind of in a dark place. Those can be really good. Alpha CRS can be good. DDR Prime soft gels, those are a wonderful soft gel, and we haven't talked about those in a while, so maybe I'll do a live on those. The fiber and greens, those are really good to make sure that your digestive system is functioning properly, because a lot of times if your digestive system is messed up, that can also affect having some addictions. IQ Mega, which is those fish oils, omega 3s, 6s, and 9s, right, that we all need. The MetaPower Advantage, soft gels, Microplex VMG is another one. Those are VMZ, those are the Alpha CRS and the Microplex VMZ, those are going to be the Lifelong Vitality, right? In the Lifelong Vitality pack, or you can get them as the daily, I think it's called the daily nutrient, where you just buy the tube, then you'd have to add the CRS. Mitomax Mito 2 Max is another good one. On Guard throat drops or beadlets. The protein that doTERRA provides, because that can help to nourish your body, right? Get you the protein that you need without necessarily, having to cook anything. Terrazyme is great. Those are digestive enzymes. Xe Omega, those are your fish oils again, and then the Zendocrine Complex. The Zendocrine Complex digital oil blend because the complex is like herbs that help your body detoxify, and then the oil blend is essential oils that help your body detoxify, and they're really good to take together, or one or the other. It's up to you, but those are all really good. Okay, so those are for addictions. I will put some links in here of places that you can go online to find more information about getting support with that. Another topic that seems to affect a lot of people is autoimmune issues. That covers a huge gamut of diagnosis, right? And so diseases occur when the body has either abnormally low immune response to pathogens, or when the body's immune system fails to distinguish the difference between pathogens and healthy body tissues. When normal body tissue is identified as a pathogen or invader, the adaptive immune system creates antibodies that target the destructive autoimmune diagnoses is that your body is basically kind of like attacking itself when it shouldn't. Because again, something is out of balance. And if you can find the root cause of that by, finding a integrative or a functional medicine physician, that is the way to go, because they're really going to delve down deep to help you find the root cause and to make some changes, whether that's, environmentally or what you're eating, because a lot of foods can trigger a lot of those things, or, some supplements that might replenish your body of things that you don't have enough of, those kinds of things. Okay. So, because they attack the body's organs in a similar manner, many autoimmune disorders tend to have similar symptoms, making it difficult to diagnose them. It is possible for individuals to have multiple conditions simultaneously. It says there are no known medical cures for autoimmune conditions, so treatment focuses on using medications to sickness and disease, and most of those, I don't want to say most, probably all of those medications that you are given for autoimmune issues, they depress your immune system so that you can catch things. And if you stop them, your autoimmune system, your autoimmune disease, like kicks into hyperdrive, and it's even worse. And so to cycle on and off of those medications, and yes, they can be helpful, right? They can really help in the short run, but to take them consistently is not really going to give you quality of life. So to help, you want to try to again find a integrative or a function of what is causing that, so that you can help yourself, right? And they can help you um, to make some changes in your lifestyle, in your eating, in your daily habits, in your things that you're using, whatever it is that is that root cause that's causing it. Um, that can be really beneficial for you to kind of keep it in check, so that you can live a better quality life without the symptoms of that issue. Okay. Says here approximately 75% of those suffering from autoimmune disorders are women, and typically they are women over the ages of 40. Okay. They are among the top 10 causes of death in women. Any number of factors contribute to conditions leading to an autoimmune disorder. Those factors include genetics, toxins from heavy metal, nerve damage due to excessive exposure to neurotoxins, and chronic inflammation related to food sensitivities, particularly glucose intolerance. Um, that's a big one, you know, uh, not glucose intolerance, sorry, gluten intolerance. If you want to just do a what's the word I'm looking for? A trial on yourself, right? You could literally stop eating gluten, and that means, bread. You can eat gluten-free bread, but eat nothing with regular flours in it that has gluten. Um, no pasta that has gluten. There's a lot of gluten-free pastas that are really yummy. Um, it's amazing if you read if you read labels on the food. It's just amazing how many things have gluten in it. It's amazing that um, inflammation in your body. You really need to try to lessen that to help everything, not just for autoimmune and not just for addictions and things like that, but it can help your joints and your pain level and your brain fog and things like that. And the inflammation factor is just huge. So, what can help with that? Single oils that can help support if you have that overactive immune system, right? Would be lemongrass that helps to stimulate nerves and supports digestion. Juniper berry is a good one. It's an antioxidant and it supports digestion. Can really start in your gut. And so if you work on that first, you take your probiotics like the PB Restore, the PB, uh, what is it? PB, it's not junior anymore. The little sachets. Those are really good things to make sure that you have the good gut bacteria that you need and not an overgrowth of some bacteria that you don't need. Okay. Copaiba and frankincense, those are both pain relievers. Ginger is good because it helps to invigorate your nerves and it helps with cleansing. Clary sage is good because it helps to invigorate your nerves and it supports your endocrine system. And then turmeric is a great antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Blends that are great to use would be DDR Prime, that helps to support your nerves and your glands. Zendocrine, that helps to detoxify and support proper digestive function. Metapower, that's an antioxidant and it helps to improve digestion. And then DigestZen, hands down, if you have any sort of digestive upset issue, occasional, stomach upset, whatever, that is like the best thing ever to use. That helps to support your digestion and your alpha CRS, the bone nutrient complex, DDR prime soft gels, the deep blue polyphenol complex. If you haven't tried the deep blue polyphenol complex, those are really good at helping to relieve those aches and pains, whether they are, once in a while, like you work out too much and you've overextended yourself, that kind of thing. Or if you have a chronic issue, they're really good to take on a consistent basis to help with that, to help bring down your inflammation level. DigestZen soft gels are good. The IQ Mega, the Microplex VMZ. So we're talking about the long VMG Plus, right? And the E Omega fish oils. Those are all really good to use. On Guard throat drops, PB Restore. That's going to be your probiotics, right? Peppermint soft gels. Those are really good because they are enteric coated so that they reach your lower intestines. They can make it through all that stomach acid, right? And they reach your lower intestines. And they're really good at helping to um, have your digestive system work as it should. They worked for quite a few years on making those peppermint soft gels. They also now have I don't have one, but they have a new, they're in a new container. So before they were in kind of a wider and thinner, so it's kind of looked like a rectangular. It was a white bottle with blue writing, and now they are in one of those like amber bottles with a blue label. So the soft gels, and so if you get them, make sure that you put a label on the top so that or put another label around the side or something so that you remember which is which. If you opened them up, you would probably be able to smell which was which, but if you're just grabbing it quickly, just make sure to label it. You can put a little label on the top, especially if you're looking down at them that way. So but yeah, it's in a new bottle, just so you know. Okay. Another thing that's really good would be the Terrazyme, again, your digestive enzymes, and the Xe Omega, which are those fish oils. So, for best support in helping to support you, right, with your autoimmune conditions, you can either take oils in a capsule, water, or drop under tongue. If you drop it on your tongue, you want to hold it for 30 seconds and then swallow. So that's one of the things that I do every single morning. I take my Copaiba and I have a little dropper top in it, and I will put a drop under my tongue after I've brushed my teeth and everything, and just hold it there for 30 seconds and then swallow. That is really good for your nervous system. It is great to help with inflammation. It is great to help with pain. It's just a really good oil to use. Now, your frankincense, right, that you get free this month, is another great one. Both of those would be really good. And, hold it there for 30 seconds and then swallow. If you don't like the flavor of them, you can put them in those little two-piece veggie caps. And put your drops of oils in there. I'd add a little bit of like whatever oil you have in your kitchen, whether it's avocado oil or olive oil or whatever. I put a little bit in the capsule there, and then you could take that internally. Okay. For topical use, you can do the aroma touch technique. At least 1 to 2 times weekly, though that's a spine and not really massaging, but moving the oils around up and down your spine and your shoulders and your neck to help your body. Because again, with either one of these, you're out of balance. Something is out of balance. Okay. And what the aroma touch technique really helps is to help your body be back into homeostasis. Another thing you could look into is the symphony of the cells. Those are different applications of oils for specific purposes. They're all applied pretty much basically the same. They all include frankincense because it's that good of an oil, right? Um, a lot of them end with peppermint, and it's just a really good thing to search into. So if you go to, I'll put the link for you, but it's a really good. I think they have an online course that you can take. Um, so you know how to do it, right? And I think we have a video. I'll find the video and I'll put the link in there of a demonstration that Alaya and I did a while ago. And then so topical, that aroma touch technique or the symphony of cells, right? 1 to 2 times weekly. You can apply oils on the bottoms of your feet, down your spine, on any specific areas of concern. Dilute them with a carrier oil because then you've lessened any chance of skin sensitivity. Because typically, if you're applying them to areas of concern, you're applying it to the same area on a consistent basis, and that can make your skin sensitive over time. So if you use a carrier oil, you've lessened that. It also will help it to absorb better, so you'll get more of the benefits of the oil by since you applied it topically, and there'll be less of it's called a flash off because when you apply oils without a carrier oil, some of it evaporates into the air, and that's what that flash off is. So you get more of the oil because it attaches to the carrier oil, so you get more of the oil itself and the benefits. Okay. And then you can also use them aromatic, so you can diffuse them. Most especially, that's good for your positive mood because if you have a chronic condition, it's a pain in the butt, right? And you want to know why, and you get frustrated and you get down, and that is a really, really, really good reason to use your essential oils for that because a lot of them, they all have an emotional benefit. And if you have that book, the Emotions and Essential Oils now, um, that's a really good book to use because it tells you why you would be drawn to that oil or why you might want to use that oil, right? You could literally look up any oil and blends. Okay. So that's what I have for you today. I will put some more information in the body of this video. If you have a topic that you would like to know more about, please put that in the comments, and I will add that to my list of things to cover in these Monday lives. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and that your holiday season is going well so far. And I will talk to you next Monday at noon. Okay, have a good week. Bye.